Who likes the Jeremy Kyle show? Yeah, you like it? I do hope I don't offend you then. I'll be a few characters. The Jeremy Vile show. No clue there as to whether I like it or not. You got my sister pregnant. I've got the DNA to prove it. I'm going to punch you in the mouth and then I'm going to lose it. You taken all my money and spent it all on gear. And you've offended all of us when you called my dad a queer. Your alcohol consumption is going off the scale. You broke my flat screen telly and you made my mother wail. Well, you've lost half your teeth from the lifestyle that you choose. Your junk food, your cannabis, your heroin and booze. Jerry's tried to find a way to help us set things straight. We've aired all this on telly and served it on a plate. Such a sordid tale of woe and dirty washing aired. What is that old saying about a problem shared? Oh, yeah, you've served it on a plate and tried to keep it real. And yes, you really took the bait and told us how you feel. But are you glad you told the world your slimy little secret? 'Cause now it's shared with millions. You can no longer keep it. Cute, that's one. This is taken from my monologue that I'm going to be performing for Estuary Fringe in the end of August, if you look at their Facebook page. It's a 50-minute show with all these different characters that congregate in the pub called the Swan and Feathers. This particular part is about a guy who's split up from his girlfriend, but hopefully getting back together. So it's a right old geezer called Chris. It's the one bit I didn't get to do last time. She'd always been a cheerful giver, but she'd sold our love right down the river. Sold it to the highest bidder, then she thought she'd reconsider. She said a ring would pave the way, a band of gold to make her stay, but at the time I was less than sure, and with that thought I'd shut the door. With this ring I thee stitch you up like a kipper. Kill me now, I'm so much quicker, me no more the witty quipper, pass the bucket, I'm feeling sicker. But where there's hope, there is a flicker. We talked it through and reconsidered, more to lose in ones and twos. Coupled thus the time we choose, so down the aisle we spread the news. I could see the answer in her eyes. She probably thought I was having a pop or having a bubble at her infidelities. But I was all sincerity at my request. I did bequest her hand in marriage, minus the fairy tale golden carriage. My Ford Fiesta would be spruced and suitably induced for such an occasion as this. My simple thought had been the object of my reasoning, the lyrics of my favourite song. If you like it, then you better put a ring on it. And so we did. She said, I do. No golden carriage nor glass slipper. Let her win the row, it's quicker. Our wedding day, a lavish affair. Big fat gypsy stylings. Well, her dress was like a Christmas tree. I was well glad I'd said, please marry me. And as her fake tan faded fast upon our sheets, just like our past, we washed it clean and drew a pact. Straying done, we'd stay intact. Chip shop bloke, now up in smoke, his Marmite girl was up the duff, and not by him, she'd had enough. But me and her, our future mapped by a common divisor. A bun in the oven and we're so much wiser. Our little sprog will clear the way, and now I'm thinking happy days. It's been emotional. Thank you. This is a bit about heartbreak. I don't know if I've got a name for this one. We'll call it carpets because it talks quite a lot about floor coverings. I'm under a rug of heavy discontentment, having been swept away on a magic carpet that you rolled out as your tongue rolled out its puerile shag pile shagged out lies. As faded as last year's lino slung on an insatiable skip or a worn-out tapestry. Not a vintage one, a cheap acrylic, non-idyllic, crocodilic, two-tiered, tired and tampered, ill-tempered, slightly soiled second. Your night on the tiles proved to be a slippery one. A Mickey Finn, a tooled up, tiled up, paint the town a deep shade of auburn. A glossy-lipped, passion-gripped, tooth-chipped and pocket-picked, frozen moment in time. When time is of the essence, the stench of your lies is masked by the thinnest veneer, the cheapest, low-rate, cut-price, cutthroat vinyl covering afforded by your picked pocket. And I'm searching for something more authentic and eclectic, more eccentric, less pathetic. A finely woven, fresh not frozen, softly spoken version of love. Last one. Tongue-tired. Still on the same theme. I'm in that frame of mind tonight. I'm not quite sure where to start, how to start this poem, how to put down in words the putting down of our relationship. When we tried, when I tried to put down in words my tongue-tiredness, your Royal Highness ways, disgraceful displays and masculine takes and petty mistakes, and when you blot your copybook and we pull out the page and we pull out the page and we pull out the page and then no page is left, but persuasion is deft, adept yet bereft. And that word appears so strange on this page. So I looked it up. Bereaved, in mourning, grieving, deprived of meaning. And you persuade me again. Nothing to look at here, no dead body, nor fear or deprivation. Move away from the scene. And you are right. The body is gone, but there is a line of tape around its once left form, its shape still on the ground with the blood and libations poured out, and the forensic vultures picking away, feasting on and feverishly in display. Oh, you put me off now. This facade display, this array of deadened, naked emotion displays devotion to something that was almost, but not quite, not there. And I wanted to be at least more eloquent at its ending, at the parting of waves where no faith could sustain, where the land would at least make plain our moving on. Nothing to gain from dwelling on what might have been or should have been, nothing to glean, but the dead pickings from this most criminal of scenes. Thank you. As I say, if you want to see the show that I do, the full production, 50 minutes, and I wear funny hats and all sorts. It's a kind of comedy drama. It's going to be on for Estuary Fringe, and it starts in August.